drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend. Beer for breakfast, what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again.
Listening to our show will get you laid.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show with Lake Placid legend, Toolman Tim, and me, the Obscure Ron, and I like to keep it that way. We're coming to you live and local from the Obscure Destinations Studios in Lake Placid, Florida. Stick around, have fun, laugh while you can, and remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. This is Ron and Tim. I'm Ron. That's Tim.
Tim, the beer guy.
He's the beer guy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Defective can. We'll be writing Bush about that.
That's it.
You know, I bought a case one time and two of the beers was empty.
I've done it before, too.
And I'm like, and you know, when you look at it, you can see that there's a puncture hole. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Is that?
Somebody drank that and put it back.
Somebody probably. Well, it was in the case, though. So, you know, the beer stacker in there.
The
did
machines,
some.
yeah.
Well, in the whatever. I don't know how. I've done that with Cokes, too, though. But if you leave the Coke in the back of the car too long, that shit will explode, man.
Oh, yeah.
In the summer.
I had a can in my patio just explode. But
No, you told me about that. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I hear this. Sounds like a gun going off. I was freaking hitting the dirt, grabbing for my gun. And it turns out it was a fucking can of Coke. What the hell? Somebody shooting at
That
me.
sounds like me, a lot like me. I had another flat tire yesterday. That's because Tim didn't fix it properly the first time. And then actually, we knew it was going to go flat because there was, I think, sand on the rim. But I tried to put Fix-A-Flat in it. It blew up in my eyes, so I can't even see better now than I couldn't see yesterday. And but it still got air in it today because Tim fixed it again yesterday. Well, me and Tim fixed it yesterday. That's when that shit blew up in my eyes. So Advanced Auto, you will be seeing me later today. What did you do yesterday other than drink beer? And you fixed my tire. But that's it? No, you were gone for a while because I went looking for you once.
I did something. I just don't remember.
You went to Lenny's, I think. Didn't you have to go get something from Lenny and you stopped her? That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to go see Lenny, but I couldn't find him.
Oh.
So maybe I just looked. Oh, I went and got ice.
Oh, I need ice, man.
That's an all-day adventure.
It is. I just made new ice, but I got this new blender from Santa Claus, so I'm not gonna have any ice anymore because Tony's gonna. Every time I make ice, he's gonna be
Slushies.
She loves them, man, and she'll do berries and stuff. Because you know, Tony is the picture of health, and she's damn sure not 350 pounds. We established that on our first show.
Yeah, that was retraction number one.
Our first show. The legal team's back there going, you're going to regret that shit. But, so I didn't do much. Did some work on the computer, worked on the intro, but I did most of that this morning at 3. Watched BattleBots for a little while. I went to Winn-Dixie, the liquor store.
That's the only part worth going to.
Went to the other store. I mean, the your tire guy, Sheldon.
Right.
Very nice guy. If your car's messed up and you're in Lake Placid, Sheldon over by I can't remember that guy's name.
Right next to the Marathon.
At the Marathon. It used to be called Rodney's. I don't know why I keep wanting to say something else. But that store is basically closed. But Sheldon, nice guy, let me air up the tire really quick. We came home as fast as we could.
And the damn air is still in the tire.
I found out the problem was my valve stem was leaking. That's the main problem. But that happened, I think, when the Fix-A-Flat can blew up in my face.
Record will be because that stuff will stick that.
Yeah,
well.
and with my face, remember I was out here even after I washed my face. I'm like, everything is sticking, you know. So,
He looked like he was winking, but he
yeah, it
wasn't.
really was. Yeah, I wasn't flirting with Tim. He's not fat enough. I like my girls big. But no. Let's see. We've got some.
Oh, I heard words of wisdom today.
Oh God, what's that?
They said if you want to make the world a better place, look in the mirror and change something.
Yeah.
I think that's in a Michael Jackson song. to be
Yeah, the
honest with
man
you.
in the mirror. Yeah,
It's a lyric, yeah.
yeah. That sounds like.
It took me a while.
The man in the mirror.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, he's something else. That one. He's something else. Now listen, today is the 21st, and they're doing that paint the gnome, the garden gnome, at Turn 2 Brewery up in Sebring. $45. I don't know if they provide you with the beer or not, but it's $45.
You would think so. It's a brewery.
Yeah, you would think that.
At least a couple.
Yeah, something. I don't
wonder if
know.
it's bring your own beer.
Well, I don't think that,
Probably not. In a
that would
brewery.
make them mad. Yeah, but I don't know. They'll probably do samples or something. I don't know. That's just me guessing. But I was gonna go to that, but then I found out that there will be other people there, and I don't like people. So that's why I'm the obscure Ron.
And that's why our whole staff is us.
Yeah, and our producer who's still asleep.
We
But-
get along with her really well.
Yeah,
then.
she's a lot more fun to sleep. Really. That's not true. She's very funny actually. Yeah, she's something.
Yeah, she tells us how many takes it gets us to get this thing on the air.
Yeah,
Today was 2, by the way.
but I redid the whole intro. But
He keeps forgetting to put us on live. Is what happens.
StreamYard. I know you're listening. Would it be so hard to just let me hit go live once?
Or make it a big, huge button where you just touch
Well, I mean,
screen.
it's a red button, but I mean, it just then you click it, then you have to click it a second time. That's the
Yeah, my buddy
I
bought a
don't
new
follow
washing
instructions.
machine. You have to push start twice. Now, what's the point?
we bought
First
a
time
new
to kickstart it.
we bought a new microwave last month, and when it goes off, it locks. So now you have to push unlock and then open. What kind of bullshit is that? I don't
Maybe
got
it keeps you
kids.
from touching your burning hot bowl.
It's still gonna be hot when you unlock it.
That's true.
And you think these little kids that can operate a iPhone can't figure out how to hit unlock on a
Oh, true that true.
man? These
Yeah,
kids.
if your phone's screwed up, give it to a kid. They'll have it fixed. No,
Hey man, years ago,
I could hand it to you. It'd take me 2 days.
the motorhome had a DVD player and all that stuff in it, and we never could get it set. And
Those
so-
are tricky in motorhomes because they got 100 switches hidden up in a panel. And
well, this thing
and
here, I
something
couldn't get it to
goes-
play, so I called this lady. Her parents ran the motorhome park in Ocala called Lake Waldema. Beautiful place. And I said, "Hey, you got kids, right?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Send me the one that's almost the oldest, but not quite the oldest." She
Send
said,
one smart enough to walk up the
she
stairs.
said, "What do you need?" I said, I need my VCR and the DVD player and all of that hooked up in here." And she's like, "Oh yeah, Jeffrey can do it. He's 9." I'm like, "That's it. Get him. He's the one I want. You bring him over here.
Hell, he can drive us
I'll
home.
give him a beer." She's like, "No, don't give him a beer." I said, "Okay, we'll give him $10. I don't care. You get this shit hooked up." And, I mean, in no time, he was like, "There it is." And I'm like, "Here's your money. Leave, kid."
Yeah, don't wait.
If I
Don't like
wanted
kids
kids,
either.
if I wanted kids, I'd have them. Go get. But no,
Kids are great if they're not yours. 'Cause
Hey,
you can
man,
just say,
I'm
"Shoot,
telling you,
shoot."
my mother said, "Oh boy, I'm gonna be a grandma again. Don't bring that little fucker over here." She's like, "You better call me in advance, make
Yeah.
sure I ain't doing something."
I'm not some built-in babysitter.
That's right. She's like, "I am not the one."
I brought you into this world, and I'll take you
I'm
out.
telling you, when the youngest left, they were having parties. They were like, "Jeez, I'm done." And you can't go like, "Hey," and my parents, things are tough. I want to move back home. They're like, "No,
No,
nope. Your bedroom's the sewing room.
no, you can't even live in the garden
Your
shed.
sister's bedroom. Your sister's bedroom is your dad's craft room for his little woodworking crap." I'm like, "What's the garage for?" He's got
Car.
my dad had no. He had this huge shed built, man. This crazy shed. All it has in it is a lawnmower and a bunch of tools. He's like, but if I need it, it's there. If I need to go work on the car
I have
or
a
do anything,
space.
it's perfect. And I'm
If I
like,
got to throw your bed and your ass
yeah,
out of the way, now we
there
have
wasn't no,
issues.
there wasn't no, but yeah, there was no. We knew though. We knew going on in. There wasn't no coming back home. They'd be like, I'm sorry for you, but you
Yeah.
better get a third
On your
job.
baby diaper, a lot of
Yeah.
people have the kid's name tag and stuff on their clothes. Yours said return to sender.
That wouldn't work. They were like, I'm so proud of you. You made it through boot camp. We just didn't know because your mouth is just so crazy. You get that mouth on you.
It's a wonder you didn't end up in the brig as opposed to watching it.
Oh man. And
That's the only reason you weren't locked up, because you were there locking people up.
you know that the truth, I wasn't locking them up now. I was watching them. I was never an MP.
You're just learning how to be
I was
professional.
never short parole or MP, man. I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that because I'd be crooked. I'd be like, excuse me. I'd be like, I'm gonna have to arrest you guys unless you got $50. Now, if you got $50, and I know I would. That's why I could never be a cop. That's why I knew.
Yeah, I am open to bribes.
I told my aunt one time. I said, Aunt, Aunt Patty, I really would like to be a sheriff's deputy like you. I'd like to be that. And she said, oh, Ronald, no. And I said, why? I said, I'm not a bad guy. She goes,
You
no.
broke all the rules, so you know them.
She said, no, you're a good guy. You're a good kid. She said, but you would take bribes because you skip steps in everything that you do, which is true.
Well, you got to get to the end somehow.
Because I'm like, but I know me. I would pull someone over and go, all right, look, you got $20.
Or I really like your hat. Give me your hat.
Yeah, I
I'll let you
would,
go.
man. But I would do the money thing. I would. I just if you know, like the ticket's $150.
I'll give you the
Give me
employee
50.
discount.
Give me 50. We'll pretend this never happened. But she said, you know what happens is you get told on for that, and then you know,
Do you have proof?
well, no, well nowadays they got body cameras. God, that would kill me immediately. I'd never make it out of the police academy.
Oh, I wouldn't even make it to the car.
There
without
is,
getting arrested.
I'm guaranteeing you.
They'd
that
catch me cracking a beer going
if-
into my police car.
If I went to Paris Island basic boot camp, basic training, if I went there today, I wonder, because I was there for a while at right before I retired, and in Great Lakes. I wonder if they have cameras everywhere, because they didn't back then.
Probably
But I
do
bet
now.
you now all through those barracks. So I bet you it's actually boot camp's probably chill now.
Yeah.
Because the drill instructors could do whatever the hell they wanted to because there wasn't no cameras anywhere.
Right now,
Matter of fact, there probably ain't no cameras in there.
they probably, instead of smack you around, they hit you with a feather duster.
Yeah, that'd been nice. They would tell you, we can't hit you,
But we can make your
but we
life
can make you
miserable.
wish you was hit. You know, at some point when they would put, they called them calisthenics.
Yeah. In other words, torture.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to do calisthenics for the next 2 hours. Dude, they would do it so hard that our we would be sweating so bad that the fire sprinklers, the sprinklers would come on. And they did it on purpose. They turned the showers all on hot. They closed all the windows and they dropped your ass on that ground and said, let's go.
Oh, man.
And you go.
So you're in a sauna.
Yeah. And then at some point, about an hour and a half in, those showers come on. They go, oh, now you're cool. Now we can start all over again. Oh, God, man. But they do it to break it down. I wouldn't wish that shit on my enemy. It's great when you get out, except for then you find out that you still have to do PT every fucking day. You know, don't go into the Marines. It's hard. Go to the Air Force or the Navy if you don't mind throwing up. Or do like his wife and be a Seabee who was in the Navy and never went on the ship. Lucky ass.
She never set foot on one, I don't believe.
Ooh.
If she did, it was probably just to get something from somebody.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll go pick up some tools or whatever, or
Right.
orders, because, you know, the Seabees do a lot of important shit. I mean, they're the bridge builders. They're the everything. Yeah.
Can't get there without them.
No.
Unless it requires you floating in a boat.
Well, and see, yeah, but most of Puerto Rico are based on Puerto Rico Roosevelt Roads. It's not there anymore. Well, it's still there. It's just not used.
Is that the floating garbage pile according to that?
No,
one
that
guy?
that's actually that part's still clean because it's fenced off. But yeah, Puerto Rico is not a
Not as bad as that guy made it out. But
It
it was
is.
a joke.
no, yeah, but it is. I mean, it's been going on for years that they don't have anywhere to put their garbage. So
Yeah, if you're
Puerto
on an
Rico's
island, you got
small,
to put it somewhere.
and I guess the barges they can't afford the barges or something. They come tote it off like they do in New Jersey.
And they frown if you throw things in the water.
Oh yeah, go on a Navy ship. On a Navy ship, they tell you. I always get sidetracked on our shows, but if you're a low-ranking sailor, you have to take the garbage out. If you're like a boatswain's mate or something, I never did that. But you have to poke a hole in the bag and throw it over the back.
Really?
Yeah, the sea is full of Navy trash. Every one of those shit. Now again, that was
Didn't we come back from like Vietnam or somewhere or Korea and just pushed all kinds of Jeeps and shit off the boats to get
I don't
rid of them?
I don't know about that.
I'd seen
I
something
don't
about that
know
years and
anything
years
about
ago.
that. I don't know anything about us doing that to military equipment.
Yeah, if you did,
But-
you'd have to kill me.
No. But if the DoD thought they could make money to get you to do it, then they would. I mean, contractors will fuck is what. Man, I hope Elon does something when he goes in there, or whoever's going to get into DoD.
Oh, I just seen a thing. He said he can clean this freaking mess up in 2 years.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the authority.
Right.
All right. For example, if you work for the government right now, let's say you work for the DMV, and they decide to close the DMV, they can't fire you, man. There's rules. The government employees have different rules. They live by different rules.
Yeah, they have to move you somewhere else.
You had to be written up and written up and written up and then fired. So what now you're going to have is a bunch of dead weight with them nothing to do. So then you're going to have to find a reason to write them up to get rid of them. I don't know how it's going to work, but they do need to get rid of a bunch of these.
Yeah, he was saying like instead of having 20 people to install a sink in a bathroom, they're going to get it down to the 2 that you truly need. and get rid of the
Exactly.
rest.
That's really what you need. And then we're paying so much money. We're paying, hey, whoever did the vote, thanks, man.
Oh, yeah.
But you can always ask us anything.
Yep. Survey says Yes.
So far, yes, Trump's winning, but I'm in the vote of they're all crooks. No, I don't have a problem with certain of these agencies, but I mean, we got to stop giving grants to everybody that asks for a grant.
Oh, I know. We study how many licks it takes to get to the center of
Oh,
a
it's
Tootsie
just
Pop.
man,
Just ask the owl. 1, 2, 3.
and then they would argue with each other, then have to go form a think tank that's going to cost us another $200,000 a day.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
it's like when you're convicted of a crime. Well, we're going to have to sentence you in 1.5 years. It's like, hey, you're already convicted. Just give me the freaking slap on the wrist, whatever you're going to do, and be done with
Yeah, I don't want to keep coming to court. I got shit to do.
it. Like, go to jail.
If I gotta go to jail, let me do that now.
Yeah, let's
I
just
don't-
get that shit out of the way.
Oh man, I hate waiting. That's like I don't wait well,
I won't wait in the line for anything.
and it's like it's like when I went for my heart problem in the hospital, and the doctor's like, well, we're gonna do this, and I'm like, man, I've been here 14 days in the ICU, in the cardiac ICU
What the fuck you been doing for 14 days?
in Wellington, Florida. That is expensive, no matter what, because Tony's going to drive. Even if the VA's paying for it, Tony's still going to drive all the way. They're not paying for her gas back and forth.
Yeah, and they certainly ain't going to buy her a hotel room.
No, they're not. When we're not paying, my cheap ass ain't paying for no hotel room. I'm like, you drive that little car. That car gets 35 miles a gallon. That's a Toyota RAV4, honey.
You can drive in or sleep in it. Your call.
That's right. We ain't getting no hotel room. I am cheap. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. That I told them, you got to get this shit moving. So it was literally on the 14th day, I said, look, man, you don't know why my heart was doing this. I already had the catheter. You found no blockage, no nothing. Everything's working. I'm going home. And they're like,
They
well,
still want to sniff around.
we got to release you. I'm like, no, you don't fucking, you don't own me.
This
I
ain't
don't-
jail.
There's not a fucking thing on my leg that I can't leave here. You can't tell me. I mean, I'm trying to be as respectful of these people as I could. But on that 14th day, it was like, and Tony's like, calm down. I'm like, calm down my ass. I'm ready to go home. I'm done here. And even though she's having to do, I don't like Tony to have to do nothing. I don't. This is the truth, man. She was having to do her own laundry. I don't like that. I don't like her doing it because our laundry was in a room out back on a deck. I built this really pretty deck, and she had to go up there, and I don't like her stepping up and shit. And
Yeah.
it
Doesn't get around so good.
It worried me sick because I know that she's up there. I couldn't even fit in that. It was just a small room that was built just for the washer and dryer, and it was built for some frail old lady that was, 4'9", and so she could get in there. But me and
Right.
Tony, even my size, I couldn't get in there and move that shit around very easily. And then she's doing that, and then she's got Jethro to deal with, and she's got her cat, and then she's got her own. I think she might have been the editor of the Clewiston News back then. I don't know.
Gotta feed the birds.
No, we didn't feed the birds out there. I don't know why we didn't. I don't think I had one bird feeder. You know what I did?
I've never had a bird feeder.
You know what I did? I put I would drill